YouTube friends, what's going on? David Lee back, brand new video. Today I am pretty much plugging in my my new podcast that I released back in July, and I wanted to see if any of you wanted to listen to it. The podcast is for freelance filmmakers, for indie filmmakers, owner operators like myself, basically anyone who has their own production company or is just freelance and gets a lot of direct to client work. Or small agency type of work. We talk about business side, we talk about the marketing side. I have cinematographers and content creators coming on to the show. I already have 4 of them already on the show, and today's episode is with Kenzen Takahashi. He's based in the San Francisco area. We talked to him about some of his thoughts on like full frame using the Sony FX9, his collaboration with Sony on the FX9, with the Sony panel of other cinematographers, to how he kind of got started working as a extra on a show, and then working his way up to being a PA and then a grip. He's worked on films such as Venom, 13 Reasons Why, and recently the Matrix 4, which they still have to finish up production on that. But we talk about kind of like his journey and how he goes into from kind of working his way up into being a freelance cinematographer. But again, the podcast is holistic, right? It's about mentality, it's about business, it's about creative freedom, creativity. So I wanted to kind of show you guys exactly what the podcast is about. And here's a little snippet from the interview I did with Kenzen Takahashi. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like the full frame sensor, is that the reason why you went with the FX9 compared to like some other camera systems out there, like the Mini LF or Red or anything like that?
Yeah, I think price point, I wanted to stay like within like 10 to 15,000. And so it was between that and an Amira. So yeah, exactly. The whole decision was based on full frame, because I really believe that that's the future of cinematography. Like that's kind of the next stage. I mean, obviously it's very obvious. That's where everything is going. But the FX9 had like, it was, because I really, all I care about, there's 2 things I care about with the camera. It's internal NDs and image quality. So Red was kind of out of it for me because they don't have internal NDs and this is too slow. And so really the only one for a long time was the Alexa for me. Like I would refuse to shoot anything unless it was on the Alexa. But the FX9, man, like it looks good. Like they got their color science down. I actually just worked with the FX6 recently, and that one is even crazier for the price. I mean, it's insane, $5,500. I mean, it's getting easier and easier to make content, which is really awesome, because before it used to be such a rich person's hobby,
Yeah. I mean, even before, even in days of film, it was pretty much like you either had a lot of money or you didn't. And then even after, when digital came around, it was if you don't have $100,000 for for an XT or for a Red, it was like you're left with a DSLR or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, for like $10,000-$15,000 for an FX9, like the images I've seen from it are incredible. And I know a lot of people in, at least in my area, who are looking at like the FX9 versus like say a Mini LF, just because it's such a good camera all around, from like the built-in NDs and the resolution and the full frame sensor and all that,
Yeah. I would say it competes for sure with like the Mini LF. I mean, that's pretty, it's like, and it's 1/8 the price, 1/6 the price. I don't know, which is crazy. And then at the same time, like Blackmagic cameras, they compete with the FX9, which is also 1/10 the price. So which is awesome. And even it's still expensive. Everything's still expensive. Film stuff is very expensive still, but it's getting so much cheaper.
Now, if you guys did enjoy the podcast, again, it is free. It's not like a Patreon thing or anything like that. It is on Apple Podcasts. It is also on Spotify. I will have links to both Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because I know some people are on Android, some people are on Apple. So, I don't want you guys to have to like be forced to go with one way, have it available for everyone. And the podcast is a weekly podcast. So episodes typically are scheduled around Sunday, Monday morning. So again, you guys aren't missing out. It's not like, I put out 10 episodes, then I go away for like months, right? Who knows if that'll change, but again, I'm trying to make it as consistent as possible. The podcast is a lot easier to do production-wise than say YouTube channel. So I've been thankful to be consistent with the podcast every week. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the YouTube channel. Let me know if there is actually any specific type of video you guys want. Because again, my YouTube channel, it's not very specific in any regard compared to other people's channel. It's gear review, it's cinematography breakdowns, right? It's kind of all over the place, which is good and bad. But again, I have my YouTube channel because it's just fun for me. I want to be able to bring value to so many different people in my world, right? Where you're kind of shooting everything. And so again, if there's anything that you guys want specifically as far as like a video goes, let me know, send me a DMs, leave a comment, and I'll see if I can get those underway for you guys. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.